back, no, we managed to fight with the technology and we told it that it cannot speak and we can, and so it will not defeat us. But Fetu, Mbokazi apparently has been linked. I don't have an article in front of me, but apparently he has been linked with a move to Ahly to join José. For me, that's one smallanyana link. It might mean this, it might mean that. The thing that makes me the most scared is that what if he's part of a list and we're only hearing about him?
So the full story is reports are coming out of Egypt for the most part, actually, are that the new manager José has obviously been given some room to maneuver in the transfer window, especially going into Club World Cup. And the word on the street is that he has said the person that I want to bring, the first one, is the TLB. There is a TLB from KZN. Bring him. So that is the story. And so for me, that is strong enough to be a problem. Please go on, Mr. Mafelu.
I feel like he is gonna. I feel like José number one. It's not even rumors or blah 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 blah. He's gonna take the boy. Like KB saying something very crucial, and Vele, that's what I feel like. I don't think it's just one player; it's a string of players
that he would like.
We're just hearing about this one, so I feel like 3 cocomelons might be leaving. At most 2.
They could leave Neymar, but I see what José to cause us Spanish on it. Let's not forget. He's not gonna let José just rip his team apart like that.
Especially if they're still on their contracts.
Yeah. Like these people are all under contracts. Bro.
Hey, yo, Coco Melon, you know what this paper means? It means I own ya.
I feel like in Mbokazi. Okay, sharp. Mbokazi is very new, he's very fresh, and him going to Ahly is a great opportunity for him. So I can understand why Mr. Koza, obviously the Dr. Koza, will have a proper conversation and he's not going to hold him back from going further in his career. But I just don't think they're going to allow José and come and have a shopping list in our backyard. That's crossing the line. Because if that's the case, Mbokazi, Limfuking, those are the obvious candidates. Those are the best players you can come shop in our team for. And if it was that easy, that's where he would go.
So a part of me also kind of feels like at the point, at the current position that we are at as a club, if he's shown a proper fact check, there's nothing that's gonna stop him.
Check. He does.
If it's fat enough to say, I mean, I feel like Mbokazi, yes, could be the first speculated player to be leaving, but the biggest one is the president leaving, and that one, I really kind of do feel that it might happen. Reasons being, after having to have had such a great season that he has had, he's linked with. I mean, a lot of clubs are probably gunning for the boy. Number two, he would not. Fucking himself, I don't think he would say no to being under the hands of José, especially how José left and how emotional it was for him as a player. I feel like if he was to be called up, for him, he would want that move, especially for career growth. He's still young; nothing is holding him at Pirates. So him leaving to Egypt is actually a step closer to Europe, more than him being here and hoping to go to Europe.
Sure. There's no way Mofokeng stays much chance.
One thing I won't accept is us feeding Ahly another star. No. Take our coach, his contract was over. I think my biggest point in this whole thing of people going to Ahly and José wanting his own signings, that side, is that the only time I'm going to even consider anything of that possibility is if that person's contract is up. That's how I consider José leaving in the first place, because his contract was over. So that's why I'm not at his house right now. trying to break it down. Yeah. So I think if you look at those players with the contracts that are up, I don't know if Saleng's contract is actually up. I don't know anything about Saleng. I don't even know if he ever did play for Pirates. Was it all a dream? I don't know. But it's only players that we can say, like, oh, team. If you said no, he wants team. His contract is over. You can go with him. I don't know who has still got 1 or 2 years on the on his contract that I can feel comfortable without making a noise. Or José. Mr. Coach?
To be fair, to be completely honest and fit, I think Kisacho Mfuking is carte blanche. If for me is a free pass, and if we were to wake up in August and Mfuking is a Pirates player, I would honestly be disappointed, because as a nation, it's time for him to go. He has given us everything we need from a player. He's delivered so much. This season, Mfuking did enough to win the Champions League. Don't forget, it's not him that we are into stuff each other. So that's a player that you have to release for me. I think, yeah, you can make arguments for Nkota, but a player like Mfuking you must release. Mbokazi, you can always make the whole argument, yeah, well, this is his first season and he hasn't even finished the first full season, despite the fact that he's under contract. This guy, this Ronaldo is still young, so I wouldn't worry too much. He's ready; he can leave, but I wouldn't worry too much. I think there's enough to keep him here, as opposed to his seniors. Mfuking is seasoned professional,
Coach, I beg to differ from Fair to TLP is seasoned professional.
Seasoning thing.
That man didn't have to come in 10 games. He's already played a 1 game.
Yeah,
wow, come on, dude.
As a player after, like, even the same way you judge the best team in the league by them winning or being the best team after 30 matches, even a player, TLP, he's probably close to 20 games now. If he hasn't played, I don't think he's played 20 yet. But, he still needs a little bit more time. Again, this is a guy who played much much professional football. So even if it's 6 months, because he seems to be ahead of
that guy's one of the most. You know why I even feel like he's the most ready player? He's got the right body. He can defend the right. He's got the right height. Well, not that.
Hey, he's terrible in the air, though.
Yeah, he's a bit terrible. He's a bit, but that can be with the right defense coach.
Yeah.
If there's such the technical team, it can help him work on his errors. His errors have really been very minor for me to complain about.
Okay. Guys,
I think it's too soon.
Let's go around. Let's go around the block, Buffet, in order to wrap up. I want to ask you guys have one, be as specific as you need to be. I'm going to ask Mr. Mafelong, then I'm going to ask Ben, and then Mr. Coach, and then I think we can wrap it up with just the final words from everybody. What position can we not even, I don't want to talk about winning the league or anything, what position can we not survive next season without making a signing in? Mr. Mafelong.
Tito's position 10.
CAM, we need a 10. Won't survive next season without it. Cool. Mr. Pen.
I'd say winger.
We need a winger. We won't survive the season without a winger. Cool. Mr. Coach.
Left back.
We might not survive the season with, and the whole Dion Hoto contract thing. He's not going to get more money. So we'll see. I actually believe we need a flipping 8, my chance. That is the position that I feel like we are going down next season without that 8, yeah?
When you mentioned, I was thinking about all the different positions, especially 8, because I thought for me there was also 8, but I step away from 8 because we have players there. José didn't play them, and it feels like we don't have players there. But there is 1 or 2 players who can play there. Let's pick it up. I can't renew with Hoto.
And I don't think you will.
Apparently, no talk has been done. I have started there, which is not a good thing in Fetu because, okay, here's why for me left back is a big position in this regard. We play carry full backs, my chance. In our football philosophy is revolving around the wing back and them doing a whole lot of up and down, allowing wing forwards to cut in. If we lose the person that gives us the most width consistently, which is Hoto, and we only rely on Mapo, which is sending him to the grave as well because you're going to be killing him. That's that gap that sometimes doesn't get. It's those small things. It's that one match that you draw you shouldn't have drawn because of that.
Yeah, no, very interesting. I've got a lot to say about that, but it's going to take way too much time. All right, gents, thank you very much for joining me on this Bucs Chat Live. Many dope conversations. We are all worried. I'm a Pagania. We feel the same as you guys. There's no difference. We also don't have a coach. Hola?
There's also one important question. Speculations of the coach.
I'm speculating that we need to have some speculations, man, because it's been Mr. Mafilung tried to send me something. It's not a real speculation. He himself has not said a thing. And then there was another speculation, Rulani, and that is obviously the layman speculation. Everybody seems to want Pete, so I don't think it's gonna work. But if, as far as I'm concerned, there is no speculation of any coach. When you got something, Mr. Paint, please tell us something. Are we gonna find a coach?
You know the rumors, but now like you said, rumors are flying around. You don't know what's what. Given interest in the former RB Leipzig coach, Marco Rose. So I don't know if
Royce. Oh, like that over Marco Royce. Royce.
No, he Rose.
So
What about you? Two Tagarona.
wait.
Okay,
Ben,
I'll check him out. Away.
Ben. So, do you have any something, Nana, you can tell us about the coach? Has he won anything? What type of coach is he? Do you know him?
He will make it the next Bucs Chat.
He's been the coach here RB Leipzig for the past, I think, maybe 4 or 5 seasons, and then RB Leipzig with Champions League was under his leadership. Europa was under his leadership, and then so basically it took them from being an average team to a Champions League playing team. So
He hasn't Kalangan Ben. If there's one thing that this whole Jose regime has taught me is that it's not easy to win a league if you've never won the league before.
Yes.
And when I look in at our change room, from technical director Eris Nangiona all the way to the ground staff, the people who have won a league before, like about Eisen Kosa, no one in the change room who knows how to win a league, who knows what it feels like, who knows what a club's protocol is the day after win a league.
I can record rid of Kapinga. Why when I cap on fit we tshwara ka matsoa two we lift a bit. Except something for the change room. I can work a staff, Mr. Coach. You work a staff or but what if it's and go parents. So I'm saying Kapinga at least would have been that one to raise his hand. I've held one before.
I'll make something that you and I had a chat about offline. Now, when we won that I think it was the first treble. We had just signed Benson Mhlongo, and I think I heard it from Kitchi's boy Uringla on their shows as well. And he's like, there were very clear, visible changes in the change room. Benson Njomani was demanding, and he was very clearly demanding. very small things that would normally take for granted. Yeah, now again, he was coming from the Sundowns culture. He was coming from the Sundowns change room. He knows winning, and he starts to that kind of thing can spread in the change room. It starts to affect the other players, and it's contagious. So you want somebody in there. Obviously, you usually want when you say balance between experience, and you want a couple of senior players. And the reason why you normally keep senior players is because they understand the culture of the club, but more importantly, they have won something for the club with the club, and they can guide the. Right now, no player one go change room. Because they've done it before. We needed. There are some things that like Ilukwati can say that innocent Maela can't be taught. You can't be taught them in a change room. He can't be given advice. I can't be because
that's true, bad, bro.
It's probably true, bro. But it doesn't mean what if Prem is a feature winner, no.
Exception to the rule. Difficult, can be done. Ranieri wins against Leicester City, but it's not easy, and you can't expect it to happen frequently. And the same thing is happening to us. So now, if the whole team as players are only one, only that aura, winner, especially league, of seeing something through for 30 games, that's why we end up collapsing in a game against Maroon. When after Ujuako Pyramids, you collapse because you don't have that Sauna league. Yeah, it's a follow through. So and now, so the point I wanted to make, because Ben Nabuaka, coach Leipzig, was the former coach, is my only problem with him is, does he have a proven track record of winning the league at least once? Because I'm gonna play a league, so at least can the coach bridge that gap? I need a coach to make it meet them halfway. It's someone.
No, good, great point. So when Ruud Krol came here, he won a league before in his coaching career.
No, Benson Mhlongo had. So.
Oh, so we need at least one person in the squad to have won the league.
You see, one person who's part of everybody when it's time to get onto that field for that random game in Durban against Golden Arrows, when you've just came back off of the back of something that might not give you motivation. So now it's like, in fact, what Mr. Coach was saying reminded me of how we played, how we lost against Pyramids. We didn't lose the same way Man United didn't lose, the way they lost against Tottenham by doing nothing. We left everything. We left too much on the pitch, actually. So that senior player would help you just to say, "Hore, just slow it down. It's just the same. We're not trying to win this game." And then, cool, fine. If you lose that one, when you get to the semis, or when you get to the next league game, and you still have it, you still have a chance to win the league or whatever. Then that senior player can say, "Guys, I know we just lost this other game against Pyramids. It doesn't mean everything is over." And so it seems like Vela, the same emotions we were feeling, there was nobody to say, "No, guys, relax. I've done this before. Like, these things happen." For example,
Tito's attitude as of late, especially in a recent game, and the way he carries himself. Tito needs a senior player to come scream at his face and be like, switch on.
Or a Peter to drop him.
Yeah. Drop him entirely.
Because he knows what he's doing.
So we like that now. So when I'm thinking about a coach in Pedro, that's why now I keep going to Pedro, and I keep brought up in the football because I have no belief that we're going to get Pedro or anybody.
I never seen Tolo Montolo.
He has friend zoned us.
Why? So Ramafoni.
No, we can't afford. We can't. No, but we afford. It's just that it doesn't go with the philosophy. Cause because Pito Obatawi Daula and I wanna coach Daula Pirates.
And after we born, a piece of fetch Kokara, go down, no fat Buka or Fetikia Buka. What about the players a thing? Patala.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or ne ba sa mo fe a piece of paper ne ba mo fa buka kaofela.
To make these pods fair to didn't get off and use all the go for it.
Ha fetla go training ke utlwile. What? Oh, mfethu na le players in chat. You will never work with that Peter Bafit.
You wanna bring that guy from Baroka and think he's gonna be happy?
Router ka cause ditabeng every press conference router ka cause or one ya lona it's so I can see more expect or Nike ring but what's okay, wait, sorry. I'm going to interrupt you, Mr. Coach. I think the thing that I am learning from what you are saying right now is that actually how Karwa Sheba to find that Benson is much harder than finding that coach, because every Benson right now is either still at Sundowns or they have retired or something like that, or how anyone carrying Ulashile Nyana or Sundowns. So
So what do? You get super talent and then you pair it with a coach that knows how to win trophies. Not trophies, the league. Now, if you bring me a coach now that has won trophies, it's not enough. I need someone that has won a marathon for. What a league in
then it's obvious. Hey, you over Marcel Kohler.
Yeah, a coach like that. Pedigree. Done this before. It's about riding the marathon.
You bab.
Cause we keep.
Guys, this is how we ended off that already coach. Zimbarafa wara mama Diamond Nelly CEO ya Kingsley Akara.
Pela Barcelona sign Xavi Hernandez yena a tswa Israel kapa ne le kae? No tapa go Jerusalem or something like that in a league in the morning. Winning the league is very important. Doesn't matter where you do it. The only could have so shy. Go Manchester United. Una win. Go no way. Peter win. Neka molde. Outside.
KP, we are getting a CEO from a Kingsley franchise in Somalia. We're not gonna get a proper coach. What about those nice names? We're not gonna get them.
Hey, coaches are scarce. No.
That has never played.
Don't start with that coaches are scarce nonsense.
For
Kena Marcel Kohler.
Okay, finish up. That's London yena once. Wo I'm to send a CV. I'll put you on.
We nearly like you. I will fight you.
That's a dream.
Yeah, some London
Anyway, to coach's point, right now, Barakimang, coach here pyramids, when they were playing Pirates, they were number one and they were quarter two in the league. Right now, if Al Ahly, I think they're playing weekend or something. If they draw, Pyramids loses the league. So it all goes back to that thing. If ultimately win and total the league, Okasidi win event. So list out the guys. What Marapiri? It's about
talking about bad things.
Yeah.
Well then, guys, it is time to close it. I don't know why it always is that at the end of the conversation, that's when we find out that, hey, when a man, we're in trouble. There's a lot to discuss here. But yeah, guys, I hope whenever you are watching, you will enjoy it and just weigh in, because we are all asking questions now. Nobody's telling anybody anything. Nobody knows anything. Let's hear what you guys have to say. Who should we get? Who can we we get as a player? Who can we get as a coach? And what can we do in order for next season to not be embarrassing? Thank you very much, Mr. Coach, Mr. Pen, and Mr. Mafiluk for joining us in this Bucs Chat Live. I think we should put up our crossbones just to show every cause that these are the people that want something to happen. Mfethu, dango mabakane, dango. Awe wa chimbos.